So for this video tutorial, I'm going to be doing a tweak to the butterfly, and this is going to be putting it behind your back and letting it spin behind your back once, like so. It's definitely a lot more difficult to learn than the lockout, which is the tweak I've just put up for a freebie. And you're going to have to start with one point for this one. The reason it's so much more difficult is when you spin it behind you, your hand has to work in the opposite way. Basically, when it's behind you, your hand is spinning it in the opposite way, even though it looks like it's going in the same direction. And it can be a bit awkward, you know, to instantly transition from spinning your hand one way to then spinning your hand the other way. First thing you obviously need to know is when exactly you pass the paw over the back of your head. And what you want to do is let it spin till it gets to about there, like more or less horizontal. And then, because then when you bring it back over, it'll continue to spin, and it should all go to plan, just miss your head. So the best way I would say to start for this would be to have one spin and keep spinning as long as you need to feel comfortable. And whenever it feels right, just pop it over the back of your head and just try and let it spin once. And chances are, when you're trying this, you'll hit yourself everywhere. You'll hit your face, you'll hit your shoulders, you'll hit your chest, you'll hit your back. At least if you're hitting your back, you're pretty damn close. And it's just practice. I would definitely, if you're having that trouble where you're hitting yourself all the time, where you can't get it to spin behind you, practice with your hand just spinning the paw in both directions. So that way you'll get a feel for what your hand's going to be doing on each side of your body. And once you can let it just spin once, you can get it over there without hitting yourself. Then you want to try and bring it back again. And start off just trying to do it once, Try and go back to that right. And there we go. At that point, I would say move on to your other hand. And it's the same again. When the paw gets horizontally out of your body, that's when you want to start passing it. So it will continue to spin and miss you. You pretty much just do the same. Once you can do it on either side, once you can put it behind you and bring it back on either side, then I would try first to learn just to repeatedly do it. I mean, it's not essential. When I learnt this move, I didn't learn to do this first, but it does make it a lot easier. So it would be advisable. And then it's just a case of bringing them both together, which is harder than it sounds, granted, but not a massive step, really. And the only thing is you need to make sure when you're doing this that they are spinning, so they pass each other at the top and the bottom. Otherwise, when you try and pass it over your head, one of your paw will be at the right place, and then your other paw will be, say, straight up, and as you try and pass it, it's going to hit you. So you need to do a fairly neat butterfly to manage it. And you just put each hand just a little bit to the side of your head, over your shoulders. and bring it back. And there you go. You've got your over the back of your head butterfly.